And Jackie Boisset's team is sure of its second position, so the real race is for third place between the English of Adidas Terrex and the Swiss of Wenger. But it's not certain that on such a short section, the teams hoping to make up time will succeed. All the teams will more or less maintain their positions, at least for the first 10 places.
Yeah, you know, we'd like to have done maybe a touch better, but our original aim was to finish. We're on track for that. So it's a success all around. We're very happy.
We're more relaxed. It's the end of the race. We've taken up second position and we'll try to keep it right to the finish, and that'll do us fine. So Richard Usher's team paddle their way towards their fourth straight victory. A victory they started building right from the first section without ever letting up any moment in the race.
Richard Usher, the leaders, the champions.
So after 45 hours, 44 minutes, Thule Adventure wins this fourth edition of the Abu Dhabi Adventure Challenge. The Kiwis have won every section and finished with an enormous lead of 1 hour 23 minutes over the next team, the French of Thule Adventure Europe, and almost 2 hours ahead of the Swiss Wenger team in third.
We've really enjoyed coming to Abu Dhabi every year. We've had some fantastic opportunities here and some great experiences and memories, so I'm sure we'll be persuaded to come back.
We didn't really know how we'd do before the race. We were hoping to at least make the podium. We were aiming for first place, but Richard's team is really too strong over this course. It's incredible. We never expected to finish on the podium. And so ends the Abu Dhabi Adventure Challenge. This fourth edition of one of the world's hardest multi-sport races has been full of twists and turns. Once again, it's left participants with a rich haul of unforgettable images and emotions.
Every year, sports fans make a resolution to not miss any of their games. But 90% of them fail. With Astro on the go, you can avoid being another statistic.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about right there!
Watch the best of sports anytime, anywhere you like.
Oh, I smash it!
Just download the all-new Astro on the go app. Free for all Astro customers.
Window is a busy one with some ins and some trying to get out.
NBA fans, we've got action for you too.
And who had the final say at the Sydney International?
Happy Friday, everyone. Back on your screens again and also on YouTube. It's Nadia, Swarna, keeping you company tonight.
Unfortunately, it's all doom and gloom at the London Stadium.
Why is that, Swarna?
A certain Dimitri Payet has come out and said he never wants to play for West Ham again.
Oh wait, isn't that the player who signed just last February?
Yep. He also signed a long-term deal till 2021. That just shows you how much the club values its key players.
Well, I'm sure the manager knows that players like Payet is not easy to replace, right?
Tell me about it.
Let's get serious, you know. I got something for you, yeah, to tell you. Had a situation with a player. It is Dimitri Payet. He wants to leave. The club, us, as I said so many times before, we don't want to sell him. We said hundreds of times that we don't want to sell our best players. We want to keep them. He is definitely one of them, or our best player. That's why we gave him such a long contract. I informed him with that, and he refused to play for us. So I have a team to manage, and he's probably been tapped up by some clubs or whatever, which is usual in this part of the year or whatever, in the transfer window. He changed his attitude. He's out of the team. He ain't gonna train with us, and I expect from him, because we ain't gonna sell him, no whatsoever. It's not a money issue, nothing. We wanna keep our best players, and I expect from him to come back and to show commitment and determination to the team, like the team had showed to him.
I wouldn't allow Payet to leave either if I was his manager. With a total of 74 chances created so far this season, almost 20 more chances created than second in line Kevin De Bruyne. Definitely the best playmakers so far in the league if you get over KDB and Alexis Sanchez, right? Some of the things that's being said online after this revelation. The Mirror reminded us that this isn't the first time Payet has forced a move through. He did the same thing at Saint Etienne. And funny how in February Payet tweeted, "I say and I repeat that I'm proud to wear the shirt and I hope for many years." Hammers fans were far from pleased, changing the skin on the Frenchman's wiki page and labeling him Mr. Snake. Ouch. So apparently it is a pattern for the snake. I mean Payet. He can't seem to stay at one club for more than 2 years, almost similar to Jose Mourinho. The only club he did stay for about 3 seasons is Saint Etienne, and we all know how that ended. Maybe he's feeling homesick because there were reports that Marseille tried to sign the Frenchman back, but a bid of £20 million was rejected. We also asked, and you answered, where do you think the Frenchman will end up? For once, Arsenal did not place fourth. More than 40% of y'all think he will end up at the Gunners. 29% thinks he might join Oscar, Axel Witsel, and Carlos Tevez in the Chinese Super League. But most of you guys don't think he will be heading back to home Liga. Thanks for taking part. Look out for more polls on Stadium Astro. Now at least some players succeeded in getting their move. Former PSV man Luciano Narsing tried to explain why he chose to join relegation battlers Swansea.
Swansea City, what I know about Swansea City, they always play good football. And so that's for me that I decided to come here.
What about the Premier League? Because obviously it's different to the Eredivisie. What are you thinking about the challenges of the Premier League?
Yeah, I think it's heavy. A lot of physical players. But yeah, I like to play in Premier League. It's a dream that come true. So for me, it's not a difficult choice.
Arsenal is the first big challenge. How do you feel about playing Arsene Wenger's side?
I hope to play against Arsenal, but we're gonna look tomorrow how fit I am. So yeah, we're gonna look. But to play first match against Arsenal, I think everybody wants that.
I think you've had a chance to spend some time or to have a chat with Paul Clement, your new manager today. How did that go?
Yeah, I talked to him for 5 minutes, and yeah, great person. I think a good trainer, and we're gonna talk later on.
And I know you know Leroy. Have you managed to speak to any of your new teammates yet?
Yeah, I give everybody a hand, but yeah, it was a short time, but yeah, I give them a hand, and tomorrow I'm gonna know them better.
But you're very confident you can help Swansea stay in the Premier League?
I hope so. Yeah, I cannot promise that I'm gonna score or make assists, but I can promise I'll give my heart and do my best for the club.
After a rather unsuccessful career with Manchester United, Morgan Schneiderlin will now try to carve a name for himself with Everton. The French international secured a 4.5-year deal with the Toffees in a £24 million transfer. The move reunites Schneiderlin with Ronald Koeman, who he played for as a Saint. Schneiderlin released a statement following confirmation of the deal, saying he'd like to leave his print on this club and do everything to get Everton to where it belongs. He also hopes the reunion with Koeman, whom he played for and enjoyed will get the best out of him on the pitch. Schneiderlin was brought into the Theatre of Dreams by Louis van Gaal, but under Jose Mourinho, he's only featured 8 times. The move has, however, delighted one Everton legend.
You're getting someone that's a French international, and it's a major signing for Everton. I think it sends a good signal to the supporters.
While other clubs were busy moving players around, one club in London is offering their players bumper contracts to stay. 12 contracts have been offered since the start of the season at Spurs. And being the youngest squad in the Premier League this season, there's no wonder what Mauricio Pochettino is planning ahead of his 200th game in charge in English football tomorrow. Once Spurs star got his contract improved twice in 12 months, Dele Alli garnered interest from the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona. But Pochettino believes contracts shouldn't come too often.
I think we cannot extend every few months contract and improve salary. I think, you know, and then I don't like to talk about rumors. But the most important is that he's happy, he's natural, and he's performing well. And that is the most important. Today is about maturity, it's about to learn, about experience. That is important. Doesn't mean that maybe we will win every game, but it's important to show that maturity, how we show it against Chelsea. That is important for try now to be more realistic and try to fight for bigger objective on them.
White Hart Lane will be the destination for our early kickoff on Saturday. Surprisingly, Spurs have managed to beat West Brom only once in the last 7. Pochettino's boys last beat the Baggies in 2015 and will be hoping for a better outing this time. Join Adam for our live coverage from 8 p.m. on Supersport 3. For now, we have FIFA's best men's coach Claudio Ranieri going up against Antonio Conte's side. Is he prepared? I hope not. Will he win? I hope not. What does he think?
They made start not so well, but after very few matches, Conte understood the team, the players. He made a very good start of the season now. They lost against Tottenham, the first match after 13, 14, I don't remember, and it was amazing achievement. And we respect a lot them, but we are ready. We are ready to fight. We are ready to try to win, as they say. It's difficult, it's harder, but I think everybody wants to stay up and not behind. And that is much better. But the league is very long and must be careful now.
Current champions Leicester City meets the future champions, current leaders Chelsea this weekend. Well, it's my team, so they're definitely champions in my eyes. That match will be live at 1 a.m. Saturday night, that's early Sunday morning, on channels 816 and 834 in high definition. If you somehow have not been following us on our social media...
Why? Better get on it right now at Stadium Astro for Twitter and Facebook, but on Instagram at stadium.astro.
Yes, because you would know that Lez Ann has disappeared. We heard, though, that she might be in Manchester.
I'm so jelly!
Please, you just met Hazard, girl.
That is true, but you know. Okay. Anyways, this is what went down with Lez Ann and the lucky #4fansonly contest winners when they met December's PFA Fans Player of the Month winner.
Hey girls, it's a rather strange day for me. I actually woke up here at Carrington and I'm with our lucky winners, Izzati and her sister Ayu, and we're actually here and we're actually meeting Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and he's right behind us right now. And I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna start walking towards Zlatan. I think we're about the same height, so
you went. He was out and he went in.
Let's go.
Hello.
Congratulations, Zlatan. And these are our lucky winners, Ayu and Izzati, and they're here to present to you the PFA's Fan Premier League Player of the Month of December award to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Do you learn any martial arts? Where did you get the bicycle kick from?
I did as a young person. I did, and and I'm a big fan of the martial arts, so I follow it very much, and I like the acrobatic moves. So I'll try to use it when I'm playing football, but it's not always they give it okay, because they were stealing one goal from me. It was supposed to be a goal, but I will redo it.
Okay, all right. So Zlatan, we heard that you have been unwell.
Yes.
So they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So this is for you.
Thank you very
I hope
much.
you take it and you'll play really well during the match.
Thank you.
On Sunday.
Steven Gerrard! There's Cantona! He scored! And that's what it means. Torres! Liverpool's day! Rooney! Oh, wonderful!
Wow, I got goosebumps just watching that. I really cannot wait for the game this weekend.
Yes, well, I'm just hoping with the current weather conditions in the UK, right, the game doesn't get called off.
No, I doubt it will, but you can catch our studio show on channels 816 and 834 on Sunday at 11:30 p.m. for the latest updates. Anyways, we have to go for a short break, but what is coming up next, Nats?
Well, it's been football overload so far, so why don't we take a look at a little NBA next? The magical trio of Curry, Thompson and Durant were looking to extend a certain record. Find out what next.
They should know by now, no one is special. No goal is too easy. And no lead is too safe. No game too comfortable. But they should also know that the hardest journeys lead to the greatest rewards. The Premier League, a real game for real men.
This broadcast of the Premier League is brought to you by MyEG, Malaysia's e-government service provider. Calpis, Japan's first cultured milk drink. And Brickfield's Asia College, the fastest and smartest way. A match that hikes up the tension. A showdown that pumps up the pressure. The collision of Red Devils and the Reds will shatter all meters.
It is game on here. He's still going. Goal! Chance, goal!
See Red, Manchester United versus Liverpool. Live and exclusive on Astro Supersport 3 in HD.
Welcome back. Now there's exactly 42 days to the NBA trade deadline, and the rumors are making its rounds has not escaped Carmelo Anthony. Boston and Toronto are reportedly interested in persuading him over, but the Knicks forward has apparently said that he'll only leave New York for 3 destinations: Cleveland, Chicago, or the LA Clippers. Just imagine, LeBron and Melo. For now, Melo was focused on taking down the Bulls. No Kristaps Porzingis for the Knicks, added an Achilles problem, so this former Bull came out to play, and he believed he can fly, showing us just what he's really capable of when he sets his mind on it. Back-to-back long twos and 7 of 15 shooting from the field. Derrick Rose would finish with 17 points here. 1-point game to the Bulls now. Melo also led by example, extending the Knicks' lead in the second quarter by 3. Later benefiting from this helper by Mindaugas Kuzminskas, and only missing 9 of his 19 in the paint. Cleveland, you watching? Now this was the problem with Chicago's defense all night. How many balls does it take to clear that ball? Try 4. My ball. No, my ball. My ball. Mine. No, I got it. No, me. Okay, you get the idea. Jeff Hornacek cannot believe he's watching a professional game. There was also a moment of magic by Dwayne Wade turning back the clocks, but Chicago still trailed by 10. D-Wade would lead the scoring on his team with 22. That's 1 point shy of Melo, returning the favor to Kuzminskas for that no-look layup before having the final say here, snapping New York's 3-match losing skid.
You told me before this game that in order to be great, you had to compete for all 4 quarters. What do you take from this win that can help change the Knicks' momentum?
Well, just the way that we kind of refocus our energy, you know, for 48 minutes today. And I thought we gave a complete effort today on, you know, for the whole game. You know, that's an area where we've been lacking throughout the course of the season, but we got to get better at that, and today is a good step for that.
Time out. That's exactly what the Denver Nuggets did during their Global Games tour to London. Being part of the Kroenke sports family, it's only fitting that they pay a visit to the Emirates Stadium. Club captain Per Mertesacker alongside Hector Bellerin and Rob Holding played host to the Nuggets stars and provided much-needed motivation as the Nuggets are looking to end their 5-game losing run in the league. London, the capital of the England. Some call it the City of Love. There was much love to be shared for some of the NBA legends right here before. It was time for Denver to set the pace early on. Danilo Gallinari starting his night with a 3. Good choice. DG would continue to cash in on those 3s. He's definitely not lacking any coverage here for 11 in the first quarter. Pacers would keep up though. This hook shot from Kevin Serafin is the only time Indiana led in the whole match. The man of the night, though, was Nikola Jokic. That is why, saving his teammate Jameer Nelson's the blushes for the air ball before setting up Kenneth Farrett for the alley-oop. A true team player, that Jokic. The Pacers' struggle was down to Paul George's off day. After missing that 3, he thought maybe, just maybe, a 2 would be easier. After a couple of attempts, it's probably fair to say it wasn't his day. It also wasn't to be for the namesake of 2 of the home crowd's favourite athletes, Paul McCartney and George Harrison. Get it? The Nuggets would eventually seal victory, scoring a season-high 140 points to end the Pacers' 5-game winning streak.
Thank you very much. Joined by Nikola Jokic. Joke, you had a double-double tonight, but first I got to ask you, what was it like playing in this atmosphere with all of this energy?
It was really, I can say cool, it was really interesting just to be in some different arena, overseas, some other people. It's like a little bit different, but hopefully we get a win after 5 losing streak. I want to congratulate some teammates, 140 points. It's a really good game for us, and we need to keep doing what we're doing right now.
Steph Curry was certainly feeling the music and sporting a new haircut too against Detroit. It didn't take him long to get his engine running with deep 3 there. He would then put his dance moves to good use on Marcus Morris, twisting and turning before another long 2, ending the quarter with 14 points. Curry was definitely in the mood to cook up more good stuff. His engine was still up and running in the second quarter, driving in the lane before the nice layup, drawing a foul in the process. Check that out. Now, when the Curry train slowed down in the third quarter, his splash brother Klay Thompson stepped up with the goods, ending the night on 23 points and 3 assists. And of course, high fives all around. Now, Kevin Durant was not to be overshadowed. This mid-range jumper, part of his game-high 25 points. Golden State win this 127-107 and are now on an 11-game winning streak at home.
And then the pass. You know, we're just trying to move the ball and find each other and generate good shots, and I think we did a good job of that most of the night. Our defense picked up in the third. We got a good win.
How are you feeling now, just about halfway through the season, as you adjust to this type of play in this game and how you've sort of meshed it with this team?
I feel good. I've been playing basketball my whole life, so I feel great.
And then finally, Steve Kerr still experimenting with the different rotations. How is it helping you guys? The record looks unbelievable, but how is it helping you with the bigger goal in mind down the end of the season?
You know, we're just trying to get better every day. Coach is making adjustments on the fly, and we just got to be patient. You know, we still have a really good record. We could have won a couple more games, but I think we're moving in the right direction.
It's always a splashing time for the Warriors whenever Curry, Thompson, and Durant come to play. The trio had 20-plus points each here, and it's not the first time. They've done this 13 times this season, and whenever that happens, the Warriors always end up with a W. Up next, LeBron and Co. on Tuesday.
I'm sure Kawhi Leonard wishes he had teammates like Durant, Curry and Thompson to play alongside. But the 2016 NBA All-Stars seemed to have things under control when San Antonio came up against the LA Lakers. Leonard has been averaging 24.1 points a game this season and finished with an impressive 31 on the night. Both sides were coming off a loss, but it was the Lakers who were worse for wear. Julius Randle with the J, 22 points for him. The Spurs going into the break with a massive 18-point lead, and they didn't let off in the second. LaMarcus Aldridge with a delicious jumper from downtown, 13 points by him. Pau Gasol driving to the hoop, 22 points on the night. San Antonio to move to 8-2 with this 40-point blowout. Now, the 16-time NBA champions will have to pick themselves up for the Hallway Series, as it is called, against the LA Clippers in the early hours of Sunday morning, while record NBA champions, the Boston Celtics, go head-to-head against Atlanta. That's tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Both games are on channels 817 and 836 in HD. Coming up on Daily.
We do have a Hawkeye. Just make a request for challenge and tell the men verbally, and TV changeovers as usual. All right, stay seated.
With every pass and every kick.
Well, it's attacking football.
To players' fitness and managers' pick.
You got Rooney at the weekend.
From cheering fans to referees.
So diving's acceptable if you've been fouled.
We'll uncover football's greatest mysteries.
Should City sell Yaya?
Is this signing going to be good enough?
Oh, Manchester United, a club truly in crisis.
So join us, the best pundits in town, every Friday, 9 p.m. on Football Countdown on Astro Supersport 3 and HD.
The Happy Egg Truck is coming to your town. Come and get your limited mini Chuan-Ji and wishing eggs that are full of surprises. Chuan, Chuan, Chuan! Good luck and great fortune to all!
There's a classier way to reach your football stars. Join the Astro PFA Fans Player of the Month contest.
Everyone likes to start their day with freshness. Fresh food, fresh air, fresh breath. And sports is no different. Here, we now serve sports news fresh up from around the world. Supersport Daily, fresh. Every weekday on Astro Supersport in HD.
Thanks for staying on Daily. You know what? It's been a fun Friday, and we intend to keep it that way.
Oh yes, that's right, Swarna. It's time for fun talks revolving around the world of sports.
Starting with boxing, it's multimillionaire Floyd Mayweather staging a comeback. Ooh.
Am I coming back? Absolutely not. 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 Am I coming back? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Don't be silly with all that millions. There's no reason to do so. He's now found a new job as a promoter.
Now, did you know there's a new hand phone model in the market? Only Thomas Muller has it, though.
Really? What is it?
It's called the Passport.
He was probably getting an international call there.
Talk about the passport to freedom, right?
So naughty, right, Thomas Muller?
What's happening here?
I know. Brace yourself. With the Australian Open looming and Serena Williams in attendance, it's only fitting for her to launch a new sports bra brand. Get it?
I don't get that one, but bravo on calibrating them together. The colors is so vibrant, doesn't it? Vibrant too?
Swarna!
What?
Okay. Fresh off his Puskás Award win, Stan caught up with the man himself.
Sorry to hear about audio issues, but we'll try to lip read for you. Stan is saying, congratulations on the win. I've been to India and I wouldn't dream of scoring like that.
And Faiz is saying, terima kasih. It's been surreal for me so far, but I don't understand why they only remember my acceptance speech.
Do you need any help?
He's checking his text.
Actually, I prepared that speech when I was 7. It wasn't easy getting that off ICQ, but they made fun of me on stage. Ronaldo was very nice smile. But yeah, Stan, you're right about not scoring that kind of goal. Okay, now my Faiz Subri impression.
I like it. Right. She's good with impressions, so I'll give that to you.
Okay. Let's move on to some serious business right now, right? The 10th leg of the Dakar Rally took place without any landslides or thunderstorms.
Oh, mat rempit gathering, so lama.
Yeah. But Joe Beretta and Stefan Petterhansel did climb up the leaderboard. And the sun was back too. And Beretta was so quick off the mark, he left his opponents trailing in his dust. Beretta probably wanted more of a challenge and decided to get himself into some trouble right here. Sticks and stones did not break his bones, however, as he recovered to win the 10th leg of the big bike race. No such trouble for Peter Hansel, however, as he cruised through the windy desert to win the car category. He currently holds the overall lead ahead of nearest rival.
Yeah, well, the Australian Open draw was not as kind to defending champ Novak Djokovic as it was to Angelique Kerber. A 6-time winner in Melbourne, Djokovic will open the defense of his title against Fernando Verdasco, while Kerber will face world number 48 Alicia Charenko with Garbine Muguruza or Carla Suarez Navarro possibly standing in her way by the quarterfinals. Third seed Agnieszka Radwanska also avoided meeting her opponent at the Sydney International Finals, Johanna Konta, in the early round. Both women could have rematched in the last 4 if things go their way.
Been instrumental.
This was meeting number 3 between both women, with Aggie winning the previous 2. Here, though, Konta made sure Aga got a proper workout. First, she wanted to find out if Aga was any good at stretching, and she got her answer. Next, some squats. Still no good. Konta with her back to the camera on purpose because she's actually hiding a smile. Back to more stretching and a throw in the slide too. Again, Aga fails to prove she was on top of her game. Time to test Aga's pace, and she almost had that covered, but Konta proved she had quick reflexes with this return.
That's a good finish.
She takes a set as well. Second set now, Aga was tested on her stamina. At this point, you gotta pity the third seed, failing on all counts. More so when the Brit hit 32 winners just like that. In the end, it was one of her 7 aces that would end Aga's misery. The world number 10 with only her 2nd WTA title of her career.
A supreme week here in Sydney by claiming the Appia International.
And with that, our job here is done. But there's more for you right here on Supersport, only if you stick around.
Yep, watch Stan and Patrick speak to Faiz Subri on Football Countdown at 9 p.m. on Supersport 3 tonight.
Oh yeah, so cancel your dinner plans, or you know what? Go have dinner now and be home just in time for the show.
That's exactly what I had in mind. After dinner, till next time.
Bye-bye.